Charlie, I've heard you and Monish both talk a lot about the power of cloning great ideas, and I was wondering what you think about the flaws or limitations or dangers of cloning. For example, when you're not true to yourself, like when does one get in trouble with cloning when it doesn't work?
Well, cloning is, of course, it's not an ambiguous word when you use it biologically. But when you take it into some other field, cloning is a very interesting idea. You do remove ideas from one place and bring them into another. And if that's cloning, I do it all the time.
Charlie, can you take us?
I like cloning.
On the topic of cloning, do you really believe, as Manish has said, that if investors look at 14Fs of super investors, that they can beat the market by picking their spots? And we'll add spin-offs.
It's a very plausible idea. And I've encouraged one young man to look at it. So I can hardly say that it has no merit. Of course it's useful, if I were you people, to look at what other people you regard as great investors are doing for ideas. The trouble with it is that if you pick people as late in the game as Berkshire Hathaway,
Right.
you're buying our limitations caused by size.
Sure.
You really need to do it from some guy that's operating in smaller places and finding places with more advantage. And of course, it's hard to identify the people in the small game. But it's not an idea that won't work. If I were you people, of course, I would do that.
What do you mean?
I would want to know exactly what the shrewd people were doing, and I would look at every one of them, of course. That would be a no-brainer for me.
What do you mean by you encourage one young man to pursue it? And what do you mean?
Well, the young man's my grandson, who has a fair amount of money, fascinated by securities, and so I advised him, why don't you start there?
Wow.
Do you think the equity positions within
So
Berkshire
it's
will?
Monish's idea.